Hey YouTube, today we're going to go over what's in my camera bag. It's going to be actually multiple camera bags and cases because I ran out of space for just one camera bag. So let's just jump right into it. So first, this case is a Think Tank Airport Security version 2.0, and over here by the handle I have just like a bike lock just to lock it around something just so someone doesn't run off and steal with it. Because at pro events or college events, sometimes you can't take the bag out in the field and they make you put them in the media room. You can't always take it out with you, so you got to have a lock on it. And then over here on the Think Tank bag, it comes with the lock right here for the zippers if you want to lock them that way. You can put a little combination. On the other side, I just have my monopod attached on the side. You can put a tripod over here too. They have a little adapter that holds it down. So this is a Gitzo GM5541 monopod. I think it runs for about $300 or so, but you can get cheaper ones that'll do just fine. This is just a really heavy duty one, and it's really thick, and it's made of carbon fiber, so it's one of their higher end ones for heavier lenses. And then on the top of this we have a Wimberley tripod head, or whatever I forget these are called. It's a slider. I'll show you how it works with the 400. It's just used for the 400, so it slides on and off instead of having to twist it on and damage the bottom part of the lens and just having to twist it. This just slides on, and you tighten it right here, and then if you want to take it off, you can quickly just loosen it and slide the lens right off. So going back into the camera bag now. First, on the top, we just have my MacBook 15-inch Retina display. Just slides right in there. Inside the front pouch we have Think Tank, what's this called? A Peewee, I don't even know what this is called. It just holds your memory cards. It has all the CF slots and some SD ones on the bottom here. And in the back here, I just got a couple of extra ones. It's always important to have backup memory cards in case one of these craps out on you while you're shooting. And especially, you gotta have more of these, so that's why I have quite a few in there. Just have quite a few if you've got a body that has double memory card slots in there. We've got some cables. This is for the my card reader, and then this is my card reader. It's the Workflow CF R1 Lexar Professional USB 3.0 card reader for CF. This connects to the hub for the workflow hub. I don't know the exact name, but Lexar makes it, and you can put 4 different types of card readers in simultaneously. You can also use them just as one, and you would just plug this in right here, and then the USB goes in your computer. So I just use it as one, and if I need to use it into the other part, I just connect it, but that's just for at-home stuff. Moving on, got a backup card reader. That's just in case something happens with my main card reader. Always have a backup. So just have a backup of everything. It's always important. I got some headphones up here, just Skullcandy headphones. I just use these so when I'm shooting a pro event or college event, I have to identify the athletes in my photos by talking into the photo. The 1D series does that, and the D3, D3S, D4, D4S does it. And that's just so when you're in Photo Mechanic, you can plug it into your computer, put them on, and hit the play button in Photo Mechanic while you're capturing your images, and you can listen to the audio that you used when you were identifying an athlete in the image instead of using just the the laptop sound that comes out of the computer by itself. I think that's it for the front. Yep. And now we just go inside the main part of the bag. So this is not as organized as I want it to be. And I used to have a 400 in here, but I ran out of space when I bought the third body, so it's kind of unorganized, so sorry about that. But first off, let's just go from most important things to least important things. First, we've got 3 camera bodies. They're all 3 1DXs. So we've got one here, over there somewhere, another one, and the last one. The Think Tank bag, I'm really happy with it overall. It does suck that I can't fit the 400 with 3 camera bodies and all these lenses. It just has too much, and one camera bag isn't going to always do it all. So I'm eventually going to get the Streetwalker Pro, which can hold the 400 attached to a camera body, but right now I don't have it, so this will do for now. And I just keep the 400 in the case that it comes with originally. So yeah, 3 camera bodies go in there. We've got a 70-200, 2.8 IS Mark II. That's there. Put that over there. We've got the 24-70 millimeter 2.8 IS, not IS, Mark II, and over there. Next, we've got the 8-15 millimeter 4.0 fisheye lens. And the last lens in here is a 16-35 2.8 Mark II. That's over there. That's it for lenses, except for the handy little teleconverter over here. This is the 1.4 teleconverter Mark III. Use that with the 400. I never use it with the 70-200 just because I personally don't like the results I get out of it, even attached to a 1DX and even with the 2.8 IS Mark II version. Maybe it's just me, but personally I just don't like it. This works great with the 400. 2.8 IS Mark II attached to a 1DX. The results are just stellar and they're really good, so I recommend it if you have a top of the line gear. Next I've got a little ball head, and this, I don't know, this goes in and out of the bag frequently, but it's used just mainly to put on the monopod. If I'm not using the 400, I put this on, and then I'll use my pocket wizards that I have. Put one on the camera and then put another one on me, and then if I want to hold it up and get a, you know, like a crowd shot up high with my monopod, hold it up with the ball head just so I can adjust it wherever I want, and then just take shots of crowds or get a higher up shot without me having to, you know, have the camera in my hand, because you're so limited to how high up you can put your arms, obviously. Then, as you saw before, we've got 2 pocket wizards. I want to get a third one, because I got 3 cameras now, and the third, if people are wondering what the third camera's for, it's either for football or soccer if you want to have 3 bodies on you, but more importantly it's for, the third one's going to be used for remote stuff, which is where the pocket wizards come into play. Having 2 bodies on you and then going and having, shooting basketball, you've got a 24-70 on one, a 70-200 on the other, and then you'll have, the third one will be behind the basketball net up high behind the glass, with a pocket wizard on it, and you just get really unique shots that way while you're on the floor getting those shots that you need. The third body with the remotes, a remote is always a backup. You don't want to use the third body as your main income of photos. You don't rely on it because it's just there just in case you get a shot. You're not always going to come out of a game with a good shot with remote stuff. It's just not going to always happen. So it's always used as a backup. So yeah, we've got those pocket wizards, we've got the little connector that goes into the camera to make the pocket wizards go off. And we've got gaffer tape, quite a thick amount of it. Gaffer tape is used to just tape down the manual focus ring on lenses for remote stuff. I see some people also block off their autofocus, manual focus, and like the 70-200, like little buttons on the side, but personally, I mean, I have not had a reason to do that yet, so I haven't done it. Just the laptop charger. And the last thing in here, aside from all these little things we'll go over, we got the Black Rapid sports strap, the double one. And that's obviously just because we got 3 bodies, so we have 2 on our sides. And if I want to have the 400 with me, I'll have that in my hands. Or if I'm just using 2 bodies that are smaller lenses, they just go on here. So that's how this works, and it's really nice. I got a review for this video, for this product coming up, but in a nutshell, it's really nice because it's different from other camera straps because you can just attach right here and it doesn't go anywhere. And then in the back of it, it just has Velcro right here, so you can adjust it, tighten it, loosen it, whatever you want. And that way it does not go anywhere. Imagine not having this on at all. None of these are, you know, protecting it, and it's just on your sides. And if you hunch over and try to get a shot, you're just, you know, lean over or something, they easily slide off your arms, and it's really annoying. With this setup, it does not go anywhere. So if you have 2 camera bodies, I would highly recommend this if you're carrying 2 bodies on you. It's really nice, and it's really comfortable, and overall I'm really happy with the product. So that's it for in this part, and now we're gonna move on and move this stuff over. Got a bunch of crap. Alright, here, I'm not sure if you can see it. We're good? Yeah, we're good. Okay, cool. So first we've got 2 Sharpies. I just use the Sharpies to mark my spot if I'm at a pro event or college event, like basketball or something. You got to get there early, and or if you're in the media room for like football or something, or soccer, or whatever it is, you always have to mark your spot so someone doesn't take it. Get there early, mark it. I don't have in here white duct tape. I need to get some, but that's something you should have, is white duct tape, so you can take a piece off and write on it with a Sharpie and mark your spot. So that's what these are here for. Put these back. And here we just have a bunch of batteries. They're all rechargeable batteries. I started out with the Energizer recharge ones, but then I moved on to the, I don't know how to pronounce this, Loop, I believe. They're Loop rechargeable batteries. They're really nice, they're reliable, and so I would recommend these if you are going to get rechargeable batteries. And they're used for pocket wizards, flashes, and all that stuff. And again, with the bag stuff, it always changes depending on the season and what sports I'm doing. This setup is for football right now, because football's in season, and soccer, I guess you could say. When basketball hits, it's obviously going to change. It might be a little bit different, but I would have kept the 400 in here, but there's not enough room. But yeah, so this setup is for football, along with the 400 case and some other stuff. There's just not enough to fit in one case anymore. So in here, it's just a bunch of cleaning stuff. You've got the Giotto's little air blaster. This just cleans the dust on the front element, back element of a lens, or the mirror. You just hold it down and just blow on top from under, and it's really handy. Something you should have. Now we've got the lens cleaning fluid from Canon. Any company is fine. It's cheap. It's like 15 bucks for a kit with this. You just have magic fiber lens cleaning cloths. I got a bunch of those in there. They're all in here, all over the place. What's this? An EF lens, little brush thingy. Looks like something used for makeup, I don't know. But you just use it for the front element of a lens as well. Just a bunch of cleaning stuff. Check out Amazon. This is all on there. It's all really cheap and a must-have. Just, you don't want to go to an event and have a dirty lens on the front element and you're having focus issues because there's too much dirt or dust or whatever on the front element. It's not focusing. So that's always good to have. And the last one, quite a bit in here. I have to hold this up. Battery, the 1DX battery, LPE4N battery. You got 1, 2, I think the third one's the old, yeah, the 1D Mark IV. It's still great. It's LPE4. So we got 3 backup batteries, 1 for each camera. Backup batteries are always something you need. It sucks because they're so expensive. These ones are like $165. But you do need backup batteries just in case, especially when you have multiple bodies. This is just irrelevant. That's just for the bottom of the lens plate or camera plate, whatever. Just a little wrench just to tighten the 400 lens foot thing, just in case you always have this, something gets loose. This is just the original head for the Gitzo monopod. It comes with it. I just have it in there just in case. Some rapid strap little mounts to have the double strap thing hook onto on the bottom. Just backups, all backup stuff. This is an Ethernet adapter for the MacBook Pro Retina. If you have the Retina, it does not come with this little slot because they wanted to make the computer as thin as possible. And so they cut off some of the stuff like the DVD input and also the Ethernet. So this is just to have this for a quicker internet connection if you're in a media room and you want to have fast internet and not depend on the Wi-Fi. Or if the Wi-Fi goes out, because I was covering a Dodgers opening and the Wi-Fi was out and I did not have this, but luckily I had a friend there, or another shooter there, who had this adapter and he let me borrow it luckily, so I just went out and bought one after that. So always expect the worst and just be prepared. If you're doing something like this, a job like this, you gotta have a lot of backup stuff. That's just an extra camera cap, another little plate, another plate, and this is just for like time lapse. It's the Canon timer remote controller. I just have it in there. I don't even use it, honestly. It's not for sports, at least. Too rare. Put all this stuff back in. So that's it for this camera bag. So now we're gonna move on to the other bag I have and a couple other little tools that I would recommend you having with you. The only reason right now I don't have it is because football season. I don't really have a use for magic arms at the moment. There we go. So, put this down, and now we're going to move on to this just really quick. And this is the 400 case. So obviously inside of it we have the 400 millimeter 2.8 IS Mark II. I already done a discussion about this lens. I would highly recommend it if you're shooting any type of sporting events, especially if they're outdoors. Indoors, you don't use it all that much. Obviously, it's way too tight, but for football, soccer, baseball, softball, lacrosse, cross country, anything really, aside from indoor, I personally think it's an essential lens that you need to have. But it's in its own casing right now. I don't like this casing just because you can't have a camera attached to it, which would be nice. It's very, very big, but I mean, obviously it has to be big for the lens, but it's just too big, and it's a pain to have. With pro and college events, it's just a hassle. You're carrying more stuff. With a Streetwalker Pro Think Tank bag, you can just have it. It's a backpack, so you have it on your back, and then you got the Think Tank Airport as a roller, and you're just carrying that. It's too big. It's too much of a pain, and also the Streetwalker Pro can carry more. Along with the 400 attached to the camera body, it has other front pockets and stuff, and more stuff to just have in there holding it. This can hold a teleconverter. I don't know if you saw that. Right here has a little spot for the 1.4 teleconverter, and then back here you can put a 2x teleconverter, which is pretty cool. And that's it for that. And the last product I was going to go over was just right here. These are just the Telephoto magic arms. They've got the camera adapter right here. These are you can go on Amazon or B&H or anywhere, any camera store online, and they'll have these. This comes with a little twist knob thingy-majig here, and you just twist it, and it locks it in place. It does not go anywhere. Same with the little ball heads. It locks everything once you twist this part. If you untwist it, then it comes loose. And this is just where the camera connects, and it has this thing you can slide in and adjust it accordingly. And yeah, and on the other side you've got the super clamp, which is great. Wherever you put this thing onto, wherever you mount this on, it's not going to go anywhere. The reason I have two is for basketball. When that comes in season, I want to have one of these mounted on the metal rig of the basketball net with the camera on it, and then the other one is going to connect to the magic arm connected to the camera, along with zip ties and cable locks and gaffer tape on the lens to lock it in place, and just to ensure that it is not going anywhere, because the last thing you want to happen obviously is have it fall. So if for some reason the Telephoto fails on the magic arm, fails where the camera's onto, you have it multiple backups to ensure it's not going to fall, hit someone in the head, and worst of all, damage your gear. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. That's all that's in my camera bag. I am going to get the other Streetwalker Pro bag when I get the money for it, but for now this will do. But that's all that's in my camera bag, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys later.